everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Adrian,
Okay.
and today we're going to be going over Chapter 4, Graphic Content. Just wanted to give you an overview of what we'll be talking about, exploring the content, deciding what to say, and then prepare for Q&A. So, explore possible content. I'll begin with collecting information and generating ideas. Best way to do this is to kind of determine what you already know. You want to begin with a strategy, how you're going to approach, what type of data you're going to be looking for, information, and so forth to present in the presentation. You can do a data dump. Basically, you just write out all the information, ideas, everything you can think of on a big piece of paper, whatnot, and then kind of collect everything together. And then that way you know what you need to talk about, what you need to leave out. And then you can also try a mind map. It's a little bit more visual for people who are better visual as far as thinking, planning things out. And then once you do that, you can go ahead and decide whether or not you need to research a little bit more regarding if you don't know enough about the topic. That way you can take care of that. You want to go ahead and focus and order your information. This is important, obviously, so that the audience can follow you. They're not confused. And you'll draft the presentation objective. Presentation objective, basically, you just want to see what the audience wants to determine what you want the audience to get out of the presentation, how you want them to feel, what type of information is important to them. Some focus techniques you can try is an email technique. Email technique, you just pretend to write up a email. Could be an imaginary person. And this will kind of help you focus basically on conveying your message to that person. You want to go ahead and try to teach your ideas. Sit face to face with somebody. Explain what basically you're trying to present. Get some feedback from them. See if they understand what you're saying, what you're trying to convey. And then you can also try an elevator pitch, 90-second pitch basically, and just make it effective and get your point across. We'll go ahead and go on to tools to order your content. Basically outline, just simple what I showed you guys before in the second slide. You can try an idea chart, map out your ideas and subtopics. And then you can also do a storyboard. Basically, that's a little bit more for the visual learners. So in this next slide, I just wanted to kind of show you what a mind map looks like. In the middle right there is your main idea, and then it branches out into your subtopics and main ideas and so forth. Alright, so we'll go ahead and move on to decide what to say. And decide what to say, you want to set the stage, basically, just let them know what the dilemma is, what the issue is that you're going to talk about. Also, what you feel about the issue. You want to try to grab their attention. And ways to do that, you can use humor. Tell the audience what's in store for them. And then you want to preview your content. This allows them to kind of get an idea of what your structure is and the time that they'll be listening to you in your presentation. Next, you want to plan a well-organized body. This is important, obviously. Whatever main idea you present, you want to have some sort of supporting topics to really reinforce what you're trying to convey. There's two types of presentations here, tell presentations and sell presentations. Tell presentations are informative. Sell presentations are persuasive. And in tell presentations, we have three different structures here. Your topical structure is in sequence, basically. Just your time-based structure, uh, this is activities arranged by your past, present, and future. So you can basically just present to somebody, hey, this is what we did in the past, this is what we're currently doing, and this is what we're going to do in the future to alleviate this or whatnot. You have contrast-based structure. An example of this is if you want to find out purchasing trends of customers, you can compare online versus mortar and brick store, essentially. For cell presentations, there's 4 types. Topical structure is also one. It's basically the same one as the TEL presentation, except that it's obviously persuasive. You have your importance-based structure. Whatever topic you're talking about, you can probably have like 20 main ideas, but to the audience and yourself, you want to make sure that they realize the main ones or the most important ones and prioritize that. You have your space-based structure. That's structured based on location. An example of that was as far as real estate, if you're trying to sell high luxury, low space apartment compared to a cheap, large space structure. And lastly is your problem/solution structure. Simply, you have this problem, this is the solution. All right, and continue here is determining how you will close. For the both presentations, if it's informative, basically you're just going to recap what you talked over. This just helps everybody obviously get a refresher of what you talked about. For persuasive talk, when you close with that, you want to try to distribute a sign-up sheet. You can ask people what their stance is on the matter, and then ask the decision makers for an authorization. This gets them involved right then and there. That's persuasive. And then my partner right here will go ahead and move on to the third section here.
So now that you have collected the information, you have ordered your content, you have decided what you want to say, it is still isn't enough. You still have to prepare for the interactions with the audience. In other words, you have to prepare for Q&A by completing the following tasks. The first task is to get ready for their questions. You have to practice responding beforehand. You have to decide whether you want to hold questions at the end of the presentation or you want to take questions throughout. If you hold questions for the end, this might give you more control of the presentation flow, but it might confuse the audience because they didn't get the clarification they need at the right moment. On the other hand, taking questions throughout the presentations, this might give the audience the clarification they needed, but it might offset the flow of your presentation. The second task that you have to complete is to require the listening skills. A good listener typically has these 3 behaviors. First, they have to look like a good listener. They pay close attention to the body language. They make good eye contact, and they create a suitable environment for question and answers. For example, you might want to turn on the light during Q&A so you can put the audience at the focus of attention. A good listener also encourages participation by using open-ended questions that cannot be answered by yes or no. They would be silent and don't interrupt. After they pose the questions, they will usually give the audience a few moments to collect their thoughts. If you rush the audience, you might give a signal that you are rushing them. Also remember to use minimal encouragement like nodding your head, tilting your head, or saying something like, this might give the signal that you are interested in the question. also, a good listener also paraphrase the questions that they are asked. Q&A paraphrasing help you control the interaction and enhance the value of Q&A for the audience. The third task you need to complete to prepare the Q&A is to respond effectively. To do this, you will have to stay on message by using powerful techniques like bridging and flagging. Bridging basically means you connect your response to an important objective of your presentations. Flagging is draw attention to your important point by using phrases like, here's the critical point. What's essential to remember is you should balance gravity with interesting details. While your response has to be memorable, it will also have to be brief in order to maintain the interactive nature of Q&A. You should keep everyone involved. Just speak loud enough so those in the back can hear you, and don't just focus on the questioners. You also have to focus on the other audience. The third task is to listen for challenging questions. Challenging questions typically fall into three categories. The unclear questions include vague questions, the long-winded questions, and broad questions that just cannot be addressed in a limited time. Limiting questions are those that limit your options and lead you to choose a response that you just don't want to give. These include false choice questions, hypotheticals, anti-check, body language, floor patterns, and distorted paraphrase. The third category is the don't know questions. These are the questions you just can answer. Or they just say that you don't know instead of nothing. Or better yet, you could offer them to answer the question, just be sure to follow up on the promise. The fifth task is to control difficult or hostile audience members. There are four types of hostile audience members. They are pontificators, nitpickers, middlers, and distractors. Pontificators are those that just like to ramble on and on. For these people, you may want to listen carefully and rephrase the important point, then bridge messages to get you back on track. Nitpickers are those that just pay too much attention to minor details. For these people, just explain to them that you would rather focus on the main point and then on the minor details. Middlers, these are the guys who use sarcasm and try to belittle you in some way. For these guys, you shouldn't try to retaliate, just focus on the people that are interested instead. The distractor are people who initiate side conversations, people who roll their eye and remain under their breath. Don't get confrontational with the people, just focus on the presentation. The sixth task is to deal with online command. During the presentation, the audience might chat online using Twitter. These are called the back channels. You will have to consider the pros and cons of back channels and decide how you want to deal with them. You may want to ignore it entirely if you're not comfortable with it. The audience isn't likely to use it. Or you might want to curtail and control it if you have a client that demands confidentiality. Or you might want to accept it and use it to your advantage if you are comfortable with it. So this chapter is long and has a lot of content. Let me recap some of the most important points that you have to remember when you learn this. First, you have to focus on all the information by utilizing focusing techniques and helpful tools like Outline, idea chart, or storyboard. You need to know how the structures of a well-organized body for both tell and self-presentation. You need to know how to refine your listening skill and how to respond effectively. And you need to know three categories of challenging questions. unclear, limiting questions, and questions that you cannot answer. And that's it for our presentation today. Thank you.
Would you change the slide to the quiz questions and then one of you read them, please? Just read them out loud.
All right, so number one, what are some helpful tools that you can use to order your presentation content? Number two, tell presentations have three structures, which are. Number three, sell presentations have four structures, which are. Number four, how can you refine your listening skills? And number five, challenging questions fall into three categories, which are.
Do we do this on a paper? Do we do this on
Yeah,
like a?
no,
Yeah.
They have